Eminem has some pretty good songs. He can also have some pretty bad ones. Today, I'm going to be filling out this template. I am changing best to favorites and worst to least favorite. Because of course, everything is subjective, so might as well change it. I thought about doing this idea for a while, but I didn't know how to turn it into a video. Thankfully, somebody on the Discord, shout out to Tiny JJ right here. That's crazy, nice guy. Enjoyer, didn't even see that. He hooked me up with this. He sent it to somebody, and I was like, you know what, I'm about to turn this into a video. So shout out to him or her. For his best song on the Slim Shady LP, I'm gonna go with Guilty Conscious. And again, this is favorites. I don't know, man. It used to be Role Model, but Guilty Conscious is just such a fun song for me, and I just love the concept. I've stated this multiple times. That's why. For the worst, I'm gonna go with Come On Everybody. It's not a bad song, but it's for sure the weakest in my opinion. I don't know, it's kind of just okay. His most underrated on the album, I'm gonna go with 97 Bonnie and Clyde. I never really see people talk about this song. I love this song very much. Most overrated, I'd probably go with Just Don't Give a Fuck. I don't know, it's a good song, but it's definitely not like the greatest, you know? I see people really overhype this song, and I really do like it. It's a good song, but it's nothing like, it's not a masterpiece the way people make it out to be. Most emotional, it was down between If I Had and Rock Bottom, but I'm gonna go with Rock Bottom here, and I do think it is a much better song. Not that this is the category, we're talking about emotional.
Every time I go to try to leave, some keeps pulling on my sleeve. I don't want it, but I gotta stay.
The best song on the Marshall Mathers LP, I'm gonna go with The Way I Am. And remember, I gotta stop saying best because this is favorites, but I do think Stan is the best song, but my favorite is The Way I Am. It's perfection, you know. For these favorites, I'm not really gonna go too much into them because I've talked about all these songs very much. The worst, I'm gonna go Remember Me, 100%. Like, it could be worse. I don't know, I never listened to it ever. You know, I'd argue it's even a skip. I don't know, it's not a bad song, it's just not great. The most underrated song, I was stuck between Kim and The Kids, but I'm gonna go with The Kids. That song is hilarious. You know, at least Kim gets some recognition. Nobody ever talks about The Kids. Hilarious. The most overrated song, this one was tough because I don't really think any of these are overrated, but I went with The Real Slim Shady. And now, it's weird because like I said, none of them are really overrated. I think every song on this album is perfectly rated. It's just, I mean, there are better songs than this. So when I see somebody put it as the best, I'm like, I mean, I guess, but you know. And then most emotional, it has to be Kim, you know. Like, M's emotions on that song, they're off the charts. You can't even argue with this one. The best song on the Eminem show, everybody knows, my favorite's Haley's song. Not gonna go too deep into this explanation. Yeah. The worst song, I'm gonna go with Stimulate. Everybody knows I adore this album. Not a single song I don't like. And I am including the expanded edition for all these, like, expanded, deluxes, side Bs, all that, whatever. They're all included. So I went with Stimulate. You know, it's a great song, great track, but something's got to be at the bottom, unfortunately. Most underrated, I almost went with The Music Stops, but I gotta go Say Goodbye Hollywood. You know, this song just stays under everybody's radar, and it doesn't make sense why. This song is a masterpiece, and I will die on that hill. Most overrated song, I'm gonna go with Square Dance. Probably gonna get hate for this, but Square Dance is a great song that everybody thinks is a tremendous, perfect song. I don't know, I don't hate it. Like I said, I love every single song on this album, but it's definitely nowhere near the best. And most emotional, I went with Haley's song as well. I mean, it's a song to Haley. Come on, it doesn't get better than that.
Alright, now lose it. Just lose it. Go crazy.
Best song on Encore, I went Mockingbird. I don't know, I guess I'm just a softie. I've said this before. That's probably why. The worst song, I went with My First Single. I don't hate the song like everybody else does, but it's the weakest. I can admit that. Most underrated song, this one was tough. There was quite a few that I wanted to pick from, but I went with Puke. Hear Me Out. It's so good. It's so catchy, and you know, I don't even want to go like explain so much because nobody's gonna care. They're gonna be like, yeah, you're an idiot. You're on drugs. You're in what Eminem was on making this album. Anyway, his most overrated song, I'm going We As Americans. I know people praise this song like crazy. To me, it's just a solid track. Nothing great, nothing bad. It's alright. And then most emotional, Mockingbird definitely takes the cake here. You can argue like Toy Soldiers, but I'm going Mockingbird.
It once was a saying that I used to say back in the day when I met Dre. I used to sit and groove on.
My favorite song on Relapse was now between Beautiful and My Darling. You know, both those songs are just, oh man. But I think I'm gonna go with Beautiful. It's a beautiful song. What can I say? Worst song, I'm going with Drop the Bomb on 'Em. You know, it's not a bad song. I don't think Relapse actually has any bad songs. I just think it's a okay song. Most underrated, this one was tough. I do think Relapse has quite a few underrated tracks. I was down to like 5. But I'm gonna go with Careful What You Wish For. I think this song is immaculate and it needs more recognition. Most overrated song, I'm about to get hate for this one. I think Underground is probably the most overrated. And again, it's not a bad song. I don't think Relapse has any bad songs. I just don't think it's this incredible song that people make it out to be. And for the most emotional, definitely a couple contenders, but I definitely am giving it to Beautiful. I don't think it comes close, really, but yeah. The best song on Recovery, my favorite is definitely Spacebound now. It used to be Not Afraid, but Spacebound, I adore that song. I really do. It's so damn good. Worst song, by far, Won't Back Down. I think this might be the only, like, almost skip. You know, I just hate that chorus so damn much. Oh my god. But Eminem on the song, great as always. Most underrated song, there was quite a few on here actually, you know, but I think I'm gonna go with So Bad. I don't really see people talk about So Bad like that. I know one person who glazes the song like crazy, which rightfully so. That song is peak. Most overrated song, I might get hate for this, definitely Cinderella Man. This is a song where I'm just like, it's alright, you know. I don't hate it again because I actually really like every song on Recovery. I just think this one is definitely bottom like 5, bottom 3. Most emotional, I think it's definitely You're Never Over. That incredible song. That song is amazing. People also don't really talk about it. This is also in contender. This is runner up for most underrated song.
Wasn't ready to be no millionaire. I was ill prepared. I was prepared to be ill though. The skill was there.
My favorite on the Marshall Mathers LP is The Monster. Basic pick, but I don't know, I think it's much better than Love the Way You Lie, and I don't know, I just love the concept of it. Worst song, I went with Desperation. Here's the thing, Marshall Mathers LP 2 is phenomenal, 10 out of 10 for me. I don't think it has any misses. This is just the weakest of the bunch, and there's a lot of tracks on this. Most underrated, I'm going with Stronger Than I Was. This song needs more love. People hate Eminem singing, but I think he does great in this song. Come on, bro. Most overrated, I'm going with Evil Twin. I really like this song, but I see people really glazing the hell out of it. And I'm like, I mean, have you heard the rest of the album? But hey, it's a great song, so I can't really blame them. And it's similar to Marshall Mathers LP 1. I just didn't really know what to pick because they're all pretty good. It's definitely a lot more underrated tracks than anything, but for the most part, it's perfectly rated. And most emotional, without a doubt, Headlights. That song is... I remember the first time I listened to it, I actually was so sad. But yeah, let's move on.
You got your mama's personality, same eyes as I got, her beautiful smile, but your ears are the same size.
Everyone knows my favorite song on Revival is In Your Head. I think this song is actually even better than Castle and a Rose, but that's just me. The worst song, I'd go with Untouchable. It used to be Need Me, but similar to like Won't Back Down, I just realized it's the same damn. Anyway, what's her name? Pink. I just hate the chorus so much, but Eminem on it is still fine. But the song Untouchable definitely is the low point of the album. Most underrated though, I'd go with Bad Husband. I was gonna go with Nowhere Fast, but Bad Husband gets such a bad reputation. Like, I never realized it until I saw it on like Twitter, and everybody hates the song. Why? I don't get it. It's a great song. Most overrated, this one's tough because the album as a whole is just underrated. But if I had to pick one, I guess I'd go with Like Home. I'm not really fond of this track, but I know there's quite a few people who do like it. And then most emotional, it was down to like 3, but I'd go with A Rose for sure. Song is perfection, and I love it.
I forgot to make amends to all the friends I may have hurt.
For Kamikaze, I went with Fall. Used to be the ringer, but something about Fall just hits different. It's such a good song. Worst song, Nice Guy. No point in arguing. Most underrated, I'm going with Stepping Stone. That song is amazing. Wow, the first time I listened to it, I thought it was just fine, but it's one of my favorites on the album. It's so good. Most overrated, this one was also kind of weird because I feel like every song on here is properly rated. A couple underrated ones. But I'm gonna go with Kamikaze. You know, this song is just fine, but it definitely gets quite a few. It's pretty well received, like properly rated for the most part, but some people do overrate it, I think. And most emotional, I went with Stepping Stone again. That song just really hits hard, honestly. It really does.
I could keep beefing. Fuck is the point? I can make it really difficult for motherfuckers to come to Detroit.
Favorite song on Music to Be Murdered By is Never Love Again. Been over this countless times. Might as well just move on. Worst song, Yeah, not discussing. The most underrated one, this is the tough one, you know. I was like down to like 8 different tracks. I was like, should I go with Farewell? Should I go with Stepdad? Should I go with In Too Deep? There were so many good ones to pick from. But the one, out of all of these, the one that I know gets hate that shouldn't the most is Stepdad for sure. So I'm gonna go with Stepdad. I really don't get why it gets hate. I don't get it, to be honest, but hey. Most overrated song, here comes more hate, probably. And just so you guys know, the only song I don't like on this album is Ya. But I'm gonna go with Discombobulated. Everybody just dick rides this song like crazy. Was it because it was supposed to be on Relapse? I don't even know. All I know is it's a great song, but there are far better tracks. And most emotional, I'm definitely gonna go with Darkness. A couple contenders as well, but I think Darkness definitely takes the cake here. That song is a masterpiece.
Come on, hands and stomp your feet. Everybody join together. Can you feel the funky beat?
And finally, favorite on the Death of Slim Shady, Temporary. Been over this. My soft ass can't even handle it. Whatever. Worst song, I'm definitely gonna go with Kyrie and Luca. I don't care about this song. I really don't. That expanded Mourners edition, I kind of wish we didn't get it because those 3 tracks are just a little underwhelming. Most underrated song, I'm definitely gonna go with Head Honcho. Everybody just shits on the song, and it's annoying because people don't like Easy Mill, which is fine, but like to say he's like garbage ass, like come on. His songs with Eminem have been great in my opinion, especially Realist. That was just fire, straight fire. Most overrated song, I'm gonna go with Fuel Shady Edition, because while the song was good, it was definitely overhyped. Especially when I see some people put it over the original, which I don't get how. One of the features, trash. I did not like West Side Boogie's feature, but I really did like Grip's. I think Grip was a good feature. Obviously Eminem is a god, but West Side I was not a fan of personally. And the most emotional, you know, of course you can say Somebody Saves Me. That's actually right there, but I'm gonna go with Temporary as well. I really don't have to explain this one. This one, it's the one that broke me. The audio and the music video. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Or feel free to write down your list in the comments. I would love to read your guys' comments and opinions on this, whether it's commenting on my takes or writing down your own, and I'll read every single one of them, don't worry. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.